Hello, class. Good day. Today I'm going to discuss another topic on the reinforced concrete design, which is the design of torsion reinforcement. Let's start. What is torsion? Actually, I already made the term torsion from the topic na mechanics of deformable bodies. So, torsion is a moment about its longitudinal axis. So, let's consider this beam. So, let's say we have here a hang. So, you apply here a force. Therefore, there will be a twist doon sa longitudinal axis of this beam. No? Let's say we have here a waiting shed. Actually, we will experience a torsional movement due to this slab, let's say that is slab or roof. So due to that load, unbalanced load, it will contribute a torsional moment or we call that torsion about the longitudinal axis of the beam. So once a beam subjected to a torsion, so there will be a long diagonal cracks that will happen or that may happen on a certain structure. Aside from that, we also have here a beam. So now let's say you put here a load, but those loads are unbalanced, di siya equal. So therefore, again, this force will induce a counterclockwise moment about the axis of the beam, longitudinal axis. This force will also um induce a moment, pa clockwise naman siya. Now, if those moments are unbalanced, let's say you have counterclockwise of 100, and then the clockwise moment is only 80, so therefore, you have unbalanced moment of 20. So that 20 kilonewton meter will produce moment about the longitudinal axis of your beam. So it will twist, no? As the beam twists, there will be a longitudinal cracks that may happen, no, if we're not going to provide any torsion reinforcement. So our goal here is to solve that torsional reinforcement. Okay, so before we start, no, if a member is subjected to torsion, the torsional moment causes shearing stresses. So it will cause a shearing stress, no, same as the shear forces. No, shear forces causes shear. Aside from that, no, it will causes shear dito, no. Same with the torsion. It will also cause shear stresses. So therefore, later on, so it will be added reinforcement doon sa previous natin na design of shear reinforcement. Okay, so the stress distribution, as you can see here, that is 0 from the centroid for erect circular bar. However, it increases doon sa exterior part. So that's why the exterior part of your beam will mainly subjected to high torsion stress. Now, for the rectangular section naman, same din class, no, for the exterior part of your beam, it will subjected to the high stress, no, maliban doon sa mga point na to class, sa mga corners. Okay, it will not be subjected to any shear stresses. Now, for the plane stresses, for the shear stresses, this is the no, for the plane stress, it will experience shearing here, no. Now, once we calculate, actually, the maximum stress will not be on the vertical position. No, kasi if you want to get the maximum shear stress acting on a beam, you may draw, you have to rotate that portion. Okay, so in that portion, from the Moore circle, no, from your mechanics of deformable bodies, diba, we rotate that portion of the point, no, a certain point of your structure, you rotate that. At that certain point, there will be a maximum shearing. Okay, as we can see here, we rotate this axis, so we call this the principal stresses, no, wherein it will this failure or this shape of the the rotation of your axis, actually, you can identify at that point, wherein that point, mas mataas yung mga shear stresses. Okay? So, you have, that point actually will not only experience shearing, but also a tension, a combined shear and tension or axial forces. So, once you combine that, it will produce a cracks. Looks like this, no? So, for torsion, the cracks no, behaves like this. So therefore, we have to provide some reinforcement no, to counteract the possible cause of those cracks. Okay? So now, how do we design torsion reinforcement? First, we have to understand the threshold torsion or ito yung kakayanan or capacity of the concrete to resist a torsion. Now, if the actual torsion, so the factor torsion is less than the threshold, okay, threshold, ibig sabihin, kumbaga, ito yung capacity ni concrete so that we don't have to provide torsion reinforcement. Okay, itong threshold, ito yung katumbas ni VC sa shear. Yung, di ba, we don't have to provide shear reinforcement if VC can adequately resist the shear force. So parang VC siya doon sa shear reinforcement. Ito naman tawag natin threshold. So how do we compute that? Now, this is the threshold for the solid cross section. And this is for hollow. Kasi may mga beams na pwedeng gawing hollow. Now, for solid cross-section, the formula is 1 over 12. Lambda squared ng FC prime ACP o PCP. Later on, we will discuss the ACP and PCP. But hindi naman discuss. We solve problems. We'll try to identify how to solve ACP and PCP. The ACP is closed by the perimeter of the concrete. So that's just area of the gross of the concrete. PCP is the perimeter, no? So for let's just focus for non-pre-stress no member. Now if your beam is subjected to the axial load, so you have to use this formula. We have here NU, that is the axial load. Okay, but for this time, we'll only consider a beam subjected to vertical loads lang. Walang axial loads. Okay, so the formula is this. How is kamukha siya ng ano no? Ng formula ng VC na may lambda squared na FC prime. But for now, we're using ACP and threshold, no? Before you consider, okay, sabi dito, threshold shall be in accordance with this formula, and that formula is our basis whether we design torsion o hindi ba, no? Or not, no? So for the beam cast monolithically with the floor slab, okay, the overhang flange width to be included in the calculation of ACP. Remember, ACP is the area of the beam, ACP. PCP is its perimeter. However, if we casted the slab and the beam monolithically, sabay silang binuhusan, there will be an adjacent width of the overhang should be counted in calculating for the ACP and PCP. So ito yung class. So how do we calculate this effective overhang of the slab? Okay, due to the monolithic pouring. Now to calculate this, it's the distance here. Okay, whatever the distance here, x. Okay, ito rin yung class. Or then h minus hf na. So this is h minus hf thickness na flange. Or 4 times the thickness of the 4 times the thickness of the slab. Okay, so whichever smaller, kung sino mas mababa dyan class, that will be the governing overhang. Okay? Kapag ka naka-monolithic yung slab, no? Now, for torsional moment from the slabs, unless determined by more exact analysis, it shall be permitted to take torsional loading from the slab as uniformly distributed along the member. Kasi class, no, as we analyze a beam na may monolithic slab and that the slab is not equal on both sides of your beam. Halimbawa, no, dito wala namang slab sa kabila, dito may slab. So there will be a torsional moment acting on your beam kasi sa side lang yung isang slab. Sa isang side lang yung slab. Okay, now, we consider a uniform torsion due to that slab. So anyway, we'll try to solve problem regarding that mamaya, no? For the critical section for torsion, in pre-stress member, section located less than the distance D from the face of the support, just like the shear, no? At the distance D, nandoon daw. Okay, yung critical distance, it shall be designed not less than the TU computed at the distance D. So, we should design that distance, okay, the critical TU, no, at the distance D. If a constrained torque occurs within the distance, critical torsion for the design shall be at the face of the support. Just like the shear reinforcement, no? Pag may concentrated force or shear doon sa point na yun at the distance d, you have to take the factored shear at the support. Pero but this case, no, at the distance t, kung uniform lang naman yung torsion, parang shear lang siya, guys. So therefore, ang gagamitin natin reduction factor dito is also 0.75. Okay? For torsion, same with shear, 0.75. Okay, kasi additional to, no? Additional shear reinforcement ang magiging torsion reinforcement. So anyway, for the torsional moment or for the calculation for the section, so as per code, to reduce uncyclic cracking and prevent crashing of the surface, the size of the section must be limited as follows. Dapat class, tama yung cross-section natin, tama yung pagkakagawa ng cross-section if this value is less than dito. So, ibig sabihin, no cracks will occur or cracks will be prevented. Dapat itong value na to class, no, is less than dito. So that's how we check the cross-section. So, di ba doon sa shear natin, we dapat yung VU must be less than or equal to yung shortcut natin is 5 VVC. So that's how we check if the section is adequate. Now for torsion, ito po ang checking natin if the section is adequate. For solid section, this is for hollow. So ang bago lang dito class, so TU is the applied torsion force factor shear. Okay, BWD. May AOH tayo dito and PH. So how do we solve the AOH and PH? So kung ang ACP class is the area of the beam. If may monolithic na slab, isasama mo yun. That is ACP. Then PCP is the perimeter. Yung AOH and PH is actually area. Area yan. Area of what? You measure the center to center, okay, of your stirrups. Center to center ng stirrups. No? That is your XO. Okay, center to center of your stirrups, measured vertically. That is your YO. And then get that area. That is AOH. Yan lang. Get the perimeter. That is PH. Center line to center line of your stirrups. You know how to get that? Kasi just subtract the concrete cover and half of the stirrup diameter. Eh, yun lang naman yung bago dito. You also need the nominal shear capacity of the concrete. Yung 1/6 lambda square root of FC prime BWD. Okay, so for simplified calculation, that is your value for VC. Okay? If you don't consider the NU, the compressive force. Now, okay, let's say the threshold is sobrang baba, no? This is the threshold. If your TU is very large compared the threshold, but it should be multiplied, no? Okay. Say sobrang taas ng torsion force natin, torsional moment compared dun sa threshold. Anyway, these are kilonewton meter kasi ang torsion is moment. Let's say the applied torsion is very large compared with the threshold. Okay? And then you already check the cross section. Pasok naman to guys dito. So therefore, that's the case that you have to design na. So how do we design reinforcement in terms of torsion? So to design the nominal torsion, okay, the nominal strength, torsional strength, must be equal to 2AOATFYTS, cotangent theta. So let's talk about the theta here. So as per code, it shall be permitted to take theta is equal to 45 degrees. Actually, dalawa yan, A and B. Okay, so we'll just consider 45 degrees. Now, so that cotangent theta, cotangent 45, or that is 1/tangent 45, diba? That is equal to 1. Tangent 45 is 1. Okay, so therefore, let's just focus sa formula na lang na to. Okay, so once we design the factored, the TU must be greater than or equal to phi Tn. Okay, the nominal strength, the nominal torsional strength. So now, para kung may given ka na TU, equate mo lang sa phi Tn. So ang goal natin dito is the spacing. Okay, so let's just solve the spacing, no? Spacing of the torsion reinforcement para siyang stirrup. Stirrups lang din siya, guys, no? Additional siya na spacing for the stirrups. So let's understand yung mga variable dito. So we have Tn. Kung design to guys, manggagaling siya sa TU, the reduction factor Tn, and then solve for Tn, no? So that is just TU over the reduction factor na 0.75. Okay? So that is your Tn. AO, as per code, AO is just equal to 0.85 ng AOH. Recall natin, what is AOH? That is the area to the centroid of your shear reinforcement or the stirrups. AT. AT is the area of the torsion reinforcement. AT. Okay, AT. So how do we solve that AT? Para siyang AV, yung bibilangin mo yung number of legs. Okay? Para mo siyang bibilangin number of legs. Ang number of legs, for example, for the shear reinforcement, ang shear kasi pag ganyan yun. Okay, ang shear force. So therefore, ang sasagot ng area of shear reinforcement, itong dalawang legs. Okay? Kung meron ka pang legs dito guys sa gitna, 3. However, for torsion, ganito class ang moment kasi ang torsion. Moment. So therefore, kapag ganyan yung moment, ang magre-resist ng force class, pag ganyan, no? So pataas, pababa. So, yung dahil pa-twist yan class, ang sasagot lang ng torsion, factor torsion, ay isang portion lang ng beam. Kasi hindi sabay yan na na-experience paikot yan class, no? So, isang leg lang ang AT. Tatandaan nyo, ang isang leg, ang AT is one leg lang. Kahit maglagay ka pa ng gitna ng shear reinforcement sa gitna, okay, yung mga hooks dyan, it will not affect the area of the torsion reinforcement AT. Kasi 'di ba, sa gitna naman wala namang torsion diyan. Walang effect yan sa torsion. Hindi yan makakatulong sa torsion. Yung external reinforcement lang yung makakatulong sa torsion. And we only consider one leg kasi ang torsion is paikot. Okay? So, isang leg lang yung sasagot sa torsion. So therefore, AT, just get the area of one leg of the stirrups. Again, one leg lang po ito. Okay? So, next, FYT. So, for FYT, you know that value, FYT, the yield stress of the transverse reinforcement over S. So, we can now solve the spacing. So, non-pre-stress shall be the lesser of Tn, shall be the lesser of A and B. Okay, actually, we also solve here the AL. So, once you design, so for the analysis, you compare this, kung sino mas mababa dyan, the capacity must be greater than the TU. However, for the design, you have to design also the AL. What is AL here? AL is the additional longitudinal reinforcement. Remember, from the analysis of SRB and DRB, you always solve the AS and AS prime. Okay? Diba? For the beam. Now, due to the torsion, there will be added reinforcement. AL is the added reinforcement doon sa mga na-solve natin na AS tsaka AS prime. So how do we solve that AL? So this formula, apply lang natin yan class. We need here the PH, we need the AO, and then this is just 45 degrees equal to 1. Okay, so let's try to, anyway, for the maximum spacing, okay, so since later on, we are going to combine the torsion to the shear, we'll be using again this maximum spacing. Okay, and we have here the minimum transverse reinforcement. Later on, we consider this. No? So, balikan natin yung class. Okay. So, we just, the longitudinal torsional reinforcement, this one, galing yan dito. Okay. Okay, ito yan. Yung AL. So, we are going to solve this AL. And then, mayroon tayong minimum AL. O compare natin dyan. Okay, hindi siya pwedeng bumaba yung longitudinal reinforcement, no? Dito sa dalawa na to. So, let's try to solve this problem. First problem natin, a reinforced concrete girder has a width of 400 and an overall depth of 500. Concrete cover 40, centroid of the longitudinal bars of the girder placed at 65 mm from the extreme concrete fiber, or ito yung T prime natin. So, concrete FC prime, and then yield strength. Okay, so yield strength of the longitudinal bars is 415. Use 12 millimeter use stirrups. FYT is 275. The following factored forces were computed. So VU and TU were computed. Okay, so the first question, determine the required spacing based on shear lang dito. Okay, the next question, based on torsion. Okay, and then the next question, i-combine natin yung shear and torsion. Okay, and then the additional longitudinal reinforcement due to the torsion. Ito yung AL, additional longitudinal reinforcement. Okay, so ito yung class. We have 500 na total depth. Okay, and then the given, then the BW. And then the effective depth, we already calculate that. Kasi we have the D prime, 500 divided by 65, that is 45. We do not know kung ilang layer yan, basta sinabi ko nasa yung centroid nila, no? Nasa 65 mm daw. So 435 ang effective depth. So these are the given values, the factored shear, factored torsion, and FY, FYT, FC prime. Concrete cover is 40, no? Tama ba? Yeah, concrete cover is 40. We need that later. First is, the question kasi is the design, the spacing of the stirrups based on the shear only. Okay, so of course, we solve the shear strength of the concrete muna. Okay, the formula is 1/6 lambda squared of FU prime BWD. Kasi baka mamaya hindi naman natin kailangan i-design yung spacing. We just need to use minimum spacing. Or maximum spacing pala, no? So, phi natin, 0.75, 1/6. Lambda is 1, square root ng FC prime, BWD. In kilonewtons, that is 9898. Okay, then, bago ka mag-design, of course, i-design mo yan plus, i-design mo yung shear reinforcement dahil yung VU natin na given is greater than the VBC. So, you have to design the spacing. Check if the section is adequate. So for us to identify if the section is adequate, you compare the VU doon sa 5 VBC. So the derivation for this was discussed doon sa shear reinforcement natin. No? Bakit naging 5 VBC yan? You compare that with VU. So far, yung VU naman is less than the 5 VBC. Therefore, you don't have to increase the beam dimension. Okay? So actually, for board exam purposes, for board exam question, you may expect you may exclude this or skip this on your calculation kasi lagi namang adequate yung section doon. Okay? And yeah, so this is actually past board exam problem, no? Determine the required spacing. Okay, so for the required spacing, we have to compute first the VS. Okay, so VU, after VU minus VVC, then divide the reduction factor na 0.75. So your answer here is 201. So now you calculate the spacing. Okay, your AV is the two legs. Okay, FYTD over VS. VS should be in newtons. Okay, so yan. Two legs to, no? Dalawang legs. So 12 square, 12 nga pala yung diameter ng stirrups natin dito. 12 square. 12. So FYTD over the VS, compute may S. But you have to compare that with the maximum spacing. So the maximum spacing depends, no, doon kung ano ba yung comparison natin ng VU tsaka 3 VVC. Again, that is based on the comparison of VS to 2/3, no? 2/3 ba yun? Tama, 2/3 ng square root na FC prime PWD. You compare that. So, ang shortcut niyan is ito, no? Okay, so VU compared sa 3 VVC. Okay. So, now, as you can see, 3 VVC is 296 and 296 and VU is 250. Therefore, that is less than, no? If less than yung VU sa 3 VVC, use D over 2. Pagka greater than, use what? D over 4. Okay, so dito D over 2 lang gamitin. So, D over 2, 17.5 millimeter. So which of them will govern? Sa dalawa na yan, class. So obviously, the smaller value should be selected as our governing spacing due to the shear. Okay, that is, you already know this concept, no? Solving the spacing due to shear with a given factor force. Now let's proceed doon sa factored torsion. Okay, so here are the step by step in calculating the spacing due to the torsion only. Okay, first is, actually, the first thing to do is to solve the threshold torsion. Baka hindi naman kasi kailangan i-solve yung spacing due to the torsion. Okay? Kapag mas masyadong malaki yung capacity niya, parang ito yung si VVC. And ang tawag naman natin sa kanya is VTH. Okay, so solve natin yung threshold torsion. But before we solve that, ang formula kasi ng threshold torsion, 1 over 12 lambda squared na FC prime multiply to AC P squared and then over PC P, tas naka squared at ito. Tama ba? Kasi ito, yan. Okay, so ito yung formula ng threshold. Okay, so hindi na, wala na palang squared yun. Okay, so yan, wala na palang squared to. Okay, so what we need here, the ACP and PCP. So what is ACP? Just area of the beam. Unless otherwise stated yung kanyang flange. Since hindi naman sinabi dito, class, na may monolithic dito na slab. So, may dadagdag tayong area dito na part ng slab. Okay, since wala namang part ng slab dyan, guys, you don't have to consider that. Ito na lang po ang ko-consider. Itong mismong rectangular area na lang ng concrete ang ko-consider natin. So for the ACP, just get the area of that 400 by 500. So that is 200,000. Next, get the perimeter for the PCP. Okay, perimeter, no, is PCP. So you may now use the formula for the threshold torsion. So reduction factor is 0.75, 1 over 12 squared na FC prime. Take note, class, kilonewton mm ang sagot mo dito, ha? So, para ma-compare natin siya sa kilonewton meter na given threshold, so you multiply this by times 10 raised to negative 6. Para ang sagot mo, kilonewton meter. Okay? Ang sagot mo dyan, para maging kilonewton meter, ha, times 10 raised to negative 6. So, the answer here is 6.319 kilonewton meter. So, if we are going to compare the factor torsion to the threshold torsion, we can clearly see na sobrang laki niya. Parang nagko-compare tayo dito ng VU sa VVC, no? Pag malaki yung VU, you design the shear reinforcement. Then naman, pag malaki yung TU versus the threshold, you consider, okay, you design the torsion reinforcement. Pero pag maliit, class, no, yung TU versus sa threshold, with the reduction factor, no need to design the spacing. Okay, hindi mo na kailangan mag-solve ng S-class. Wala kang solve. Wala ring maximum spacing na kailangan ilagay. Neglect torsion reinforcement. Dapat ang sagot mo for that, no? So, since malaki nga siya, we have to solve the torsion reinforcement. Okay? So, we have to check first if the section is adequate by comparing the formula. Before you proceed with the design pala, okay, you must check first if the section is adequate. Okay. This one. So, na yung formula na mahaba, ito, class, no? We have to compare the left side of the equation doon sa right side. Dapat ang lalabas is either less than or equal to. Okay, so masyado maraming variable, masyado maraming input dyan, class. We need the given TU, we have the VU. Ayan, so we need the VC, the nominal lang, no? Nominal. Okay, so ayan, na naka-Newton. Na dapat, class, lahat to ay naka-Newton MM, Newton, millimeter, yung mga units natin ay substitute dito. Okay, so let's try to solve. So, medyo mahaba to, guys, to check the section is adequate. Pero you may skip this, no? If you are solving board exam problems or we are doing the final exam, you don't have to check whether your section is adequate or not. Okay, kasi already adequate naman yung class pag pinapasolve tayo ng spacing. Okay, so since kailangan natin dito ng AOH tsaka PH sa formula for the checking of the section. Okay, so make sure to solve first the XO and YO. So XO is the center to center distance, okay, of the stirrups. Okay, the given is 400. So 400, bawasan natin ng magkabilang concrete cover tsaka isang stirrups kasi kalahati-kalahati. No? So that is your XO. So we have 308 millimeters. YO. Okay, so meron kang 500, bawasan ng concrete cover. Concrete cover, papunta ka sa gitna ng ating stirrups. Okay, so that is your YO. Get the area, that is your AOH. Get the perimeter, that is your PH. So you need that to this equation. Meron tayong AOH at saka PH dyan. Substitute natin lahat ng given. Okay, as you can see here, di ba, yung VU natin na given, you convert that to newtons. Kaya times 10 raised to 3. BWD squared. Yung TU natin, naka-kilonewton meter. So you multiply this to times 10 raised to 6 para maging newton millimeters. So 1432 over 1.7. Okay, AOH. AOH, asan siya? Ito, 125. Naka-square to, tas may square pa dito. Ayan. Tapos, itong value na to, i-compare mo siya dito. C natin is 0.75. VC natin, nominal shear strength ng concrete. Or ito yung VC, no? VC, yung 1 over 6. So, 1 over 6. Okay, 1 over 6 times 10. 1 over 6 lambda. Walang reduction factor kasi VC lang. 1 over 6 lambda square root of FC prime. Okay, 20.7 times BWD times BW. So BW is 400 times D na 435. Okay, 435. So 1, 3. Naka-newtons to guys. Dito kasi nilagay ko kilonewtons. Times 10 raised to 3 ko pa para maging newtons ulit. Over BWD plus 2/3 of square root ng FC prime. Solve mo lang yung left-hand side and right-hand side of the equation. It should satisfy this condition. So far naman, mas maliit yung left doon sa right. So therefore, section is adequate. Okay? So next, determine the required spacing. So, eto na, solve na natin spacing class kasi since section is adequate, we need to design the torsion reinforcement, pwede na tayo mag-solve ng spacing. So, this formula came from itong formula na Tn is equal to 2AO AT FYT tapos over S, tapos may cotangent theta dito. Again, this is already 1. Yeah, tapos you just resolve the S. And then Tn, that is just equal to your Tu. No? Tu over the reduction factor. Kaya, yun nilagay natin dito kasi Tn lang to, no? Tn. So, again, this is from this formula. Ganun siya dyan. So, just solve the spacing. Ito na yung spacing na hinahanap natin dito, the required spacing for torsion. Okay, AO. What is AO? That is 0.85 of AOH. So, kasulat yan sa NSCP. Okay, 0.85 of AOH. Let's substitute. Anyway, 80, no? Para siyang AV, pero isang area lang lagi, no? Ng leg. Area ng isang leg lang lagi yan, class. FYT over TN. Tn natin. So, you convert this to Newton mm, ha? Kasi naka-kilonewton meter to, guys. Convert that to Newton mm kasi we are using NSCP formula. Okay, so solving for S will give us 124.579 millimeters. So that is the spacing, but we have to compare that with the maximum spacing. As per code, the maximum spacing allowed by the code. So let's check this. So pag na-solve mo na yung spacing, guys, the maximum spacing for torsion reinforcement, hindi ko ata nalagay dito. Ito pala. So, this maximum spacing for torsion reinforcement shall not exceed the lesser of. So, pili ka lang ng mas maliit dyan sa PH over 8 and then the 300 millimeters. Okay? So, for the maximum spacing, PH over 8 and then the 300. Okay. So, for overall, just select dito. Since pipili ka na mas maliit dito as your maximum spacing, then afterwards, pipiliin mo rin naman kung sino mas maliit dyan. So, for overall, so just select kung sino yung smallest dito. So, that will be the governing spacing due to the torsion only. Okay, but how about the combined torsion and shear? Actually, that's the reality, no? The torsion is always combined with the shear. So, hindi naman pwedeng magkaiba yung spacing mo dyan. Diba? Ito yung spacing mo sa shear. Ito naman yung spacing sa torsion. 120 isa 135. Hindi naman sila pinagaan. Kasi lalong lalaki yung spacing. Hindi siya safe. Hindi rin siya minus guys. So, how do we solve the combined shear and torsion? Okay? So, for the combined shear and torsion, we need the AV over S from the shear. AV over S from the shear. So remember the formula in computing the spacing. Spacing is, or the VS, no? Remember? Tama, no? Okay, VS. So AV is equal to F1. VS, AV, FYT, D over S. So ang kailangan mo dito, class, is AV over S. You solve that value. Okay? Then, therefore, you have the VS, FYT, D. Okay, so ito yung VS natin kanina. Nag-solve na tayo ng VS, di ba? Doon sa first question, due to the shear only. So ito yung VS due to the shear force na yan. And then divide by FYTD. So, ito yung sagot dyan, class. So, meaning that is the area of the shear reinforcement, two legs, no? Per spacing. Okay? Area, ito yung kailangan mong area per every spacing. Okay? So, next, solve 80 over S. So, yung 80 over S natin, so anyway, meron palang yung formula natin. May 2 dito. Okay. Sa pagkuha ng spacing due to the torsion. So, ano ba yung ina-account ng 2 na yan? Bakit may 2 dyan sa ating formula? Diba kasi nga, ito, one leg lang ang kinoconsider. Okay. Ang 80 is considering one leg. That's why, naglagay pa dito ng times 2 just to account the other legs. Okay? So, wala siya dito pero nandito siya, class. So, technically, parang dalawa din talaga yung legs na ginamit for calculating the torsional strength. Okay, so, solve lang natin yung 80 over S. We're done with the okay. We're done with the AV over S. Now, let's solve the 80 over S. Saan siya galing? Doon sa Tn is equal to, yung formula natin, to AO 80 okay, times FYT over S. So, kailangan mo is 80 over S. Okay, 80 over S. So, magiging, ano siya, Tn over 2AO FYT. 80 over S. Okay, pero Tn, ang given kasi natin is Tu. Ang ginawa natin, Tu divided by the reduction factor, Tn, guys. So, this is from the formula na NSCP. No? Tn, para maging T, kasi given natin Tu, divide lang na reduction factor, that is Tn. So, you substitute this, you have the Tu, reduction factor to AO, ha? AO is 0.85 ng AOH. AOH is the center to center ng stirrup area. Okay? So, that's the answer. So, ang gagawin natin dito, class, i-combine lang natin yung required area, no? Required area of the stirrups due to the shear and due to the torsion per millimeters. I-add lang natin sila, guys. Okay? However, may times 2 po ito. Kasi nga, one leg lang yung 80 over S. So, di mo kasi makukumpara. Kasi per spacing, area of the legs or the hoops, di ba dapat yung mga hoops naman, dalawa, yung minimum of 2 yun, di ba? 2 yung legs natin per spacing. So therefore, so yun, we multiply 2 here, 2 dito kasi one leg nga lang kinonsider dyan. Balik lang natin yung 2. Pag-add natin, that's how we combine the reinforcement due to the shear and torsion. So pag-add mo lang yan, class, yung dalawa na yan, okay, this is your answer. So wala yung equal. Okay, so okay, so natin. Yan. So 1.648684, then you multiply this yan. So ito answer in class. Okay? Now, may minimum kasi yan, class. Hindi pwedeng masyadong mababa tong area per spacing. Saan manggagaling yung minimum na yon? Ito yon. Okay, so sabi dito na quote, ito AV plus 280. Ito rin siya, no? Kasi nga, twice dapat ng 80. Minimum per spacing, okay? Minimum value neto per spacing shall be the greater of these two. Okay? Kung sino yung mas mataas dito, yun yung magiging minimum natin na value na pinag-add. Okay? Na AV plus 280 per spacing. So, again, the formula, 0.062. Ito yung magiging minimum natin, no, per spacing. Okay, so, and then, substitute lang natin, 0.062 square na FC prime BW over FYT. Okay, ito yung area of the hoops. Okay, combined, due to combined shear and torsion, this one. So the other formula is 0.35 BW over FYT. Okay, BW over FYT. So ito naman dyan. Sabi ni Code, pili lang daw tayo yung magiging value ng minimum natin ay yung larger dito. Then after that, just select kung sino yung mas mataas dito. Okay? Or overall, ang pinaka-safest na area dito, class, per spacing, per millimeter, is actually yung pinakamataas sa tatlo. Just select the largest among these three values. And that will be the combined area of the stirrups per spacing. Ang goal natin, class, is the combined spacing na. So how do we solve that? So the governing area for stirrups or hoops, tawagin natin siyang hoops na lang, guys, no? Area of hoops per spacing is 3.499 square millimeter per millimeter. So ang gagawin natin, class, is solve natin yung spacing dyan. Okay? Solve the required spacing. So ang mangyari dyan, class, so solving the spacing, area of hoops, okay, over 3 point, just resolve the S, ha? Okay, ano ba yung area ng hoops? Paano ba kinukuha yan? Di ba, if you have 2 legs, kunin mo lang yung area ng hoops na yan. Di ba? 2 legs. Area niyan. So, just substitute. Ito yung AH mo. Dalawang 12 mm, no? Squared pi over 4. So, with that, you can now solve the spacing. And this spacing must be less than doon sa mga nakuha natin kanina. Kasi dahil sa torsion, ito yung spacing dito, no? 64.642. Dahil sa shear, 135 lang. Dahil sa torsion only, 120 lang. Ngayon, nag-combine yung dalawang force. Hindi pwedeng mas mataas yung spacing mo dyan. Masisinsin ngayon yung spacing, guys. So, ang naging spacing ay 64.6. Pero we have to compare that to the maximum spacing, ha? Anyway, ang maximum spacing naman nito for the combined shear and torsion is just the combined maximum spacing between the shear and then the torsion. Diba? Maximum spacing natin due to the shear only, d over 2. Due to the torsion only naman, PH over 8, tsaka yung 300. Iko-combine mo lang yung mga maximum spacing ng shear and torsion. Shear at tsaka torsion. So, ang maximum spacing natin, okay? So, or for the overall spacing, combined shear and torsion, just select the smallest among that 4. So, that will be the governing spacing due to the combined shear and torsion. So yun yung question guys no sa ano no sa mga board exam, ganyan lang siya ginagawa. Actually, you may skip this portion yung pag-compute ng cross section. No? Even on our final exam. So ito ganito rin siya, ganito natin siya i-solve no yung pagkuha ng yung tanong doon class you determine the spacing due to the shear, due to torsion only, then you are going to combine it. So you may skip this part no for if for those questions na uh, final exams or may mga choices kasi hindi mo na kailangan class mag-ano diyan eh mag-increase naman talaga ng beam dimension. Otherwise, nagde-design ka talaga ng cross-section. You identify the cross-section that or you're designing structure talaga, no? For example, sa next problem natin, so we're trying to identify if the cross-section will fit dun sa um, properly designed ba talaga yung cross-section. Okay? Pero pag board exam questions, don't have to check pa yung pwede may skip yan. Okay, skip mo na yung mahabang formula na yan. Doon naman sa shear only, ano yung skip dyan? Ito, no? Yung check if the section is added. Okay, so that's how we design the combined shear and torsion. So, next problem,